Welcome to a Drop Tent Media production.
Hey, welcome to the Weekday Comics. I'm Dave Permiano.
And I'm Dan DeBriel, and we're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, not a lot. Yeah. So we got... oh, sorry. Was that a
wow,
bad...
a very great
start?
takeoff here for this episode. Yeah. All right.
You guys got this shit down
Yeah,
pat.
we're only on
Down to a science.
we're only
goddamn
on episode 11 now, so we...
Right, you can see what a well-oiled
Yeah.
machine this is.
it.
I know. Dan's the one with the dead car battery, but I'm the one that came out frazzled.
Yeah.
So,
we just yeah, I sat my ass
Yeah.
down right before we started.
I'm
This
surprised
podcast
you're
just
not
showed
fucking breathing heavily and whatnot.
well, I've learned to just sweat under my shirt.
Oh, there you
so
go.
It'll start pooling up probably halfway through the episode.
Jesus.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome
Hey.
to the show.
Yeah, hey.
That voice you're hearing is our special guest for this week, comedian Brian Isley.
What's up? What's going on? Thank you guys for, bringing me on, man. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, it's a pleasure to have you. Brian is a killer on stage.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
are. I'm not. I wouldn't have bad people on there.
Also, Dave does not compliment people unless he
That
means it.
no
Yeah.
comics don't compliment comics. So
Yeah.
that's a hell of a thank you, man. That means a lot.
We don't.
Well, sometimes.
Not
Yeah.
publicly.
Yeah, every comic sucks. Book me only.
Yes.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was actually the working title of this podcast, I think. Yeah.
I wish that I would have stuck with that. Over
I was
the
going to say,
fucking name we
if
have
one of
now.
us had suggested that when we were brainstorming, it would have been that.
But not only is Brian a killer on stage, he's also one of my favorite comics to watch in the crowd during shitty open mics,
Oh, yes.
because there's so many that try to they try to do that edgy racist joke for the sake of, I guess, edginess,
Yeah.
and when it's complete silence, all you could hear is "Ah."
Yeah. Yeah. It's been I do that a lot. And there's been some that's been so bad that I'll just get up and leave.
Yeah, I haven't witnessed. I saw it once. And you were probably, is that because you're bigger than most of the people at open mics, but you probably would get banned from them if you just started beating up on them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I do want to get up on stage. So I don't want to
That's
be
fair.
banned
Yeah.
from stages.
It's because I love watching your it's kind of like made me like a dog to a can opener when I hear a racist joke, and I'm just
Yeah,
Where's
you know,
Brian?
that's
Where's Brian?
the thing. That's the thing, man. People they'll say it and everybody turns to me. It's not just you. They'll all look and see what I'm gonna do. Like, oh man. So if I do fuck somebody up, it's a whole lot of witnesses.
Right. They're all looking
mean,
directly at you.
If the
Yeah.
joke is bad enough, I didn't see anything. That's
100%.
Yeah.
There are many open mic comics that I have, like, specific sets I can remember where I sat through and I was like, if someone just starts brawling with this guy, I didn't
Yeah.
see shit. Like, I didn't witness a thing.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do
well,
that.
it's another. We have to protect comedians from civilians, but another comedian doing it.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
funny because, like, when comedians talk, a lot of times they'll say shit like, everybody should be able to get up and express themselves. And it's like any comedian that sits through open mics, it's like, yeah, I mean, ideologically, yes. But, like, I could go through a list. I'm sitting up like, maybe he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe this person
Maybe
shouldn't.
try poetry.
Yeah. But not at an open mic, for fuck's sake, because there's always a couple of guys that get up there and it's like, I'm going to do some poetry. And
Yeah.
it's like, what?
Yeah, people do say some wild shit. And it got to a point where people were like, trying to get a reaction from me. So they'll look right at me and say the wild shit.
Well, I've done that.
You have.
Well,
You have, but you're
but
funny.
Yeah, your thing is it's not so much. Well, it is. It's partially the racism, but a lot of times I think it's also the laziness of it.
Yeah.
Because I've actually seen you go up and challenge people to just make a better racist.
I have a
Like,
bit. I have a bit about it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't like lazy racist jokes. If it's gonna be racist, it has to be funny. And then I give an example of a racist joke that's
Exactly.
funny.
we're both talking because the trailer just came out, but it was you did this back when it was announced a while ago. Black Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
I
Black
think it's
Little
just called
Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
But it's not. I think they should call it Black Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I think that'll put butts in the seat.
Yeah, hearing it now, it actually
At least-
sounds
yeah,
like
then
a
it's
pretty
not-
good name.
Oh,
Yeah.
can't they make their own thing?
Yeah.
That's
They
There
did.
we go,
That's
right
their
there.
own thing,
All you
yeah.
got to do is put black in front of all this shit, and it'll be our own thing.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Then you'd end up having like a Disney Black Vault. Then you'd have the Disney Vault,
Yeah.
and then you'd have the Black Disney Vault.
Yeah,
I know, for more than just one
wouldn't-
month.
He wouldn't like that at all.
Yeah, no, Walt would not be happy about that.
Walt would
What'll
be
be funny
pissed.
is when the black stuff starts again among white audiences, tracking better than all the white shit, and
Yes.
we'll be like, "Yeah, so just don't worry about it, asshole."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, you got up there and you challenged people. There was the two obvious jokes. You said these are the two jokes you can't make: the hair thing
yeah,
and the
Mhm.
swimming thing.
yeah.
Other than that, and I went up and I said, "Challenge accepted."
And you did immediately. Immediately. I like when people like you are either in front of me or following me. It's
Okay.
easier. It's
Yes.
easier because we could just go back and forth and just have a good time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. It's always more fun when you know there's a decent comic or two flanking you
Yeah.
on a lineup, because you know you have that. Even if you're going up with brand new stuff and you don't even know how it's going to work, you kind of know, like, at least I'm going to be able to get into something of a groove, just messing around, riffing off of what
Exactly.
the other person said.
Yeah. Comics like Dave is easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love following comics that ate shit.
I like it when it's a good comic who ate shit, but if it's like a comic who constantly eats shit, unless he's like, we know some people that are like me, it's so much like they're known for always eating shit, that can be fun. But if it's just like a guy who just started and he doesn't really know what he's doing and it's kind of like amateurish,
No, they need that.
I don't
lesson.
like that.
They all do.
Yeah.
Especially the ones who keep eating shit. Like, why are you here?
Right. How can you not learn? Like, there are guys that have been doing it for 5-6 years and they haven't gotten any better. And it's like, I don't have a problem with people being bad. We all start at different places, but it's like, if you're working for this long and you haven't gotten any better,
Yeah.
like, maybe your skills are somewhere else, you know?
Or delusion.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of delusion.
Oh yeah.
It's a ton of delusion.
Oh, I want some of it, honestly. Like I would, because I'm the type that, like, I'll do good for 95% of my set, and then that drive home, that fucking 5%,
Oh
I'm
God.
gonna kill
Yeah.
myself.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
The longer the drive, you know, it's
Mhm.
there's just more opportunities to just veer off a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm constantly kicking my ass over drop tags. And then a lot of times from jokes that worked perfectly, but I just dropped that one tag and I'm so mad at myself over it.
Do you criticize yourself after a showcase set or a mic set?
Oh no, never a mic.
Yeah, no, who cares?
Oh,
I don't-
okay. I was about to
Yeah.
say, don't ever do that.
I
with
want
a
to
mic.
bomb occasionally at a mic.
Yeah,
Just- yeah.
I like it when you eat shit at a mic. I almost feel like, in a way, it kind of, because, you know, I believe that bomb is always lurking around waiting for you, you know, somewhere. There's a bomb waiting for everyone in this room at some point, you know, just we don't know when it'll strike. I like when it happens at a mic because I feel like then it's less likely to happen at a show.
Yeah, because you get to fine tune the shit.
Yep.
But then again, at a mic is kind of, you know, hit or miss because it's not a real audience anyway. So you
Right.
can't really gauge if you're not getting any laughs. It's a bunch of mean ass comics there. looking at it. So
Right, jaded, and like our sense of humor has been like abused.
yeah, a lot of people, you know, I find a lot of stuff funny that I don't laugh at.
Mhm.
I get the joke, I understand it, and I appreciate the material, but I'm not going to laugh at it. I'll just
Yep.
be like, oh, that was funny.
Yep. I
Hmm.
struggled with this when I was dating someone in the past. She hated that, you know, I had that comic reaction myself. So that's funny,
Yeah.
you know, and she'd be like, but you're not laughing, so you must not think it's funny. And I'd explain, like, no, like comics, when we
No,
say
yeah.
that's funny, that's like as good as a laugh. Now, not for us
Definitely.
on
You're
stage.
just a fucking
but-
norm.
Yeah.
You can't fucking.
We see through the
Yeah.
Matrix, man.
Yeah,
we're
we're-
reading Matrix. shit.
We're artists.
up.
I'm on another plane than you. Fucking-
Yeah, it's different with us, man.
Yeah.
It's different. I'll laugh at some silly shit all day long, but crafted joke.
Mhm.
I'm not
Mhm.
gonna laugh at that. I
Yeah.
can appreciate it though.
Right.
Yeah.
Which makes it so hard when you're trying to work on a thing that's like close to being done at a mic and you bring it in and you're like, I know this material is tight and I know if I was in front of an audience, this would work. You do it in front of the comics and right, they go, well, this is cool, but it's material and we're just not going to laugh
Right.
at it. And then you got to like set your levels and be like, all right, maybe I'll just get a light chuckle. And I got to know that in front of people that actually showed up to laugh, that's going to be like a real laugh.
A light chuckle at a comic filled mic is an applause break anywhere else.
Absolutely. Agreed.
That's fair.
Definitely.
It's probably first off, I want to circle back and say I fucking love that you give that like proactive advice to people. Like
Yeah.
you're not just making it funny, you're actually really doing something good for these open mic comics because you're telling them like, listen, you got to push harder, which is ultimately what I think a lot of young comics need to hear is
Mhm.
like, don't just settle for that thing that got a laugh once. Make a joke, push yourself, make it count. Like you said, if something's funny, most comics will roll with it no matter what it's about. Like I'm the same way when people make fun of me personally. Nothing pisses me off more than when it's lazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't just say I'm fat. Tell me how I'm fat in a great
Yeah.
way. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'll fucking love it. You
Nah,
know?
fuck that. If I'm being made fun of, I want the most basic shit possible.
Really?
Oh, I don't want people delving into my psyche.
Ah,
Fucking, yeah.
I'm the opposite. I want them to
Please,
like a
yeah.
scalpel. I want them to go right for like any chink in
No.
my armor that they see and just like kill me.
What do we say about the racism?
Ah,
Nah.
no, don't do that to me. No. Don't do that. We're talking about armor.
You know I'm good at that editing. I'm getting that.
We're talking-
That's your Instagram this week.
Yeah. I say
Point
apparently
check, yeah.
we've got a soundboard of me for the news now. So now I feel like we might have an echo soundboard of me. One word in that quote,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Oh no, but I'd like all my insults to be as surface as possible.
That's so funny.
I carry so much shame with me, but I guess I don't do a good job of hiding it either. But
I think you do, especially on stage. I think you do.
Yeah, I agree. On stage, you're unflappable. You are somebody that doesn't seem like anything gets to him.
well, that's because I'm in complete control of, like, because I'm self-deprecating, and oh good, like this, yeah. But I'm not revealing shit about myself that I don't want them to know.
Of course, yeah, that is the illusion of comedy, right? We're being super vulnerable up there, but we're controlling the whole thing. I mean, we're not telling them
Yeah.
anything
But I'm
we're not
also
willing to say.
I'm not that successful. Maybe I need to go the Gary Goldman route
Mm.
and just.
Kill yourself?
Did he do that?
No, he
he's still
tried to.
alive.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, that'd be the first time I did something successful in comedy, knowing my luck. But like, oh shit, falling from harder than I meant to. Like, what's the difference between 4 stories and 5 stories?
Great. Me and Dan are just like, I don't know, man. That suicide note kind of
He could punch
could
it
have
up.
punched it
He
up.
could have punched it up.
It was
Yeah.
not as tight as it could have been.
Yeah. I like the premise
yeah.
of it,
Yeah,
but yeah,
he definitely he had notes on the back that he
Well,
would
no, yeah,
use.
I have my mom. My mom does all my proofreading for me.
okay.
And she made the deal with me that I can't kill myself until after she's dead.
Oh, okay.
So,
Nice.
I mean, she's up there now, but her side of the family fucking lives forever.
Oh, well, there you
So
go.
Sorry to hear that.
I know if she was a Primiano,
Shit.
I could have killed myself yesterday.
Well, let me know if she gets a cough, and I'll start looking for another podcast host.
Hey man, I'm free.
Hey, there we go. All right.
What are you guys doing to my mom?
Nothing related to her health. Boom. But
You're dying.
Yeah.
Are you dying?
I am dying.
Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
caught it. I
You
caught it
got
from
the
your
cough?
mom. Yeah.
Oh man.
Bang.
Bang. Boom. Boom. All right.
I appreciate that if the cynical comics in the room laugh. You know what I feel like we're getting is like comics that actually aren't even listening. So now it feels like you're at a mic and you're bombing just because like the comics aren't even listening sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Which then who cares? Like, yeah, you just get up there and be like, I'm saying this into an empty space almost. Like,
Yeah.
if you get one person kind of paying attention, you're like, oh, okay, here we go.
And you can kind of see that mic unless you're going up first. You can kind of see that mic when it's happening. When you're in the room, you're like, okay, this is gonna be one of those nights where I'm literally only telling my bits to
Yeah.
see how I like them coming out of my mouth,
Yeah.
because I know I'm not gonna get anything related to an honest reaction out of the comics tonight. And a lot of that is too, like, everyone's just tired. We're all at our second jobs, more or
Right.
less. We're just like in our phones or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
You need an
blame the
insult in
comics. Yeah.
chamber.
Yeah.
It's like a soft opening.
Right.
You know,
But like you said, when you have that night when all the comics are in their phones, I do think you eventually earn that respect in the room. Like it's definitely true of you when I see you at Mike's. When you go up, if I'm in a night when I'm just in my phone, I put it down. I want to see what you're saying because you've consistently been so good for so long.
Yeah.
You know, I've started yelling at people for that. So.
Good.
Do you know who the fuck I am? And you know, they shouldn't. But
right, if your set can make people look up from their phones, it's like you said, calibrating on that soft chuckle being an applause break. If you can pull comics off their phones with a bit, you have something, even if they don't laugh.
There's some comedians that can get attention immediately as soon as they get up on the stage.
Yep.
I think I would like to say that I fit that category. I mean, I just got a presence about me, you know, my voice and everything it carries and all that stuff. So I grab people's attention immediately. Then once I get on stage and sit down, they like, oh shit. What is he? What is he about?
At the ones that we're both allowed to go to, like you always start. But what's up, white people? And people love that acknowledgement. Oh my God, we are white.
Calling the secret. Yeah, wow.
We are.
We love being seen.
You know,
It's about time someone put the spotlight on us.
Right.
Just nice to be acknowledged for once.
Right.
Yeah.
I do love that line. I was going to name my album that, but I thought it would be too much.
Well, who would that sell to? I mean, would that
know.
alienate
I don't
half
know.
the audience out there?
I'm filming. I did my first YouTube special in 2016. It was called Dead Wrong. I'm filming another one since it's now the trend to film YouTube specials. I was ahead of my fucking time.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm filming the second one July 1st, and it's called White People Funny.
White people.
Okay, that's a good title.
Yeah, because you know, like it's because, man, you got certain people who say when they describe certain black comedians, whether they're Def Jam funny or urban funny, or if they're like white people funny, which is what I liken it to is like, you know, Chris Rock, D.L. Hughley, stuff like that, you know, highbrow, clever, kind of deadpan kind of comedy where you actually had to stop and think and listen. And it's kind of messed up being like put in that box because you're some people think it's corny comedy and stuff like that, like and I think all that shit is whack. Like if it's funny, it's funny. If it's clever, it's clever. If it's dope, it's dope. And that's why I'm naming the album that, because it's like, man, you can't put my comedy in a box. Either you fuck with it or you don't. And that's why it's kind of like a shot at people who say, oh, he's this kind of funny or he's that kind of funny. I hear it all the time. Even people from my old neighborhood, I've heard some things about me like, yeah, he's funny, but he's white people funny. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what is that? And then when you ask somebody what it is, they can't fully explain it to you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I could either. I mean, because a lot of people, there are in probably every city 2 comedy scenes.
Yes. Right. Sure.
Yeah.
And, and you're not going to be. You should, everybody should try both of them. But 100%. I see some like a lot of the woke comics, I think, would eat absolute shit.
Yes, I agree.
In an all black audience.
I absolutely agree. I find that to be the case too. And it's that some of the comics you would think wouldn't do well in black rooms, crush.
See, the racial humor I do, it's clearly from an outsider. Like I never try to like explain anyone's experiences to them. I always do it like a little bit of curiosity to me. Like I'm clearly a fucking white nerd. But like, I think that acknowledgement goes, I see people, they're like, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
Oh my God. I want to see them in one of those rooms so fucking bad because they would eat the fattest dick.
No, go ahead, Brian.
No, as a comedian, man, if you want to be great, you got to do every room.
Absolutely.
You have to do every room, man. The biggest compliment I ever got in my career was when Bob Sumner, who was the producer of Def Comedy Jam, he got on stage after my set and said, that guy can work any room.
Nice.
And he put me I was at the Apollo a few months later.
Fucking A.
That's
You know what I'm
awesome.
saying? Like,
Hell yeah.
that was dope. And it was because he said I had the ability to work every room. That was better than him booking me at the Apollo. That compliment that he gave me, because
Just
that's
say,
what I
yeah, you're good for this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm not you can't box me into one category. I could cover all this shit. Book me for everything.
Mhm.
Right. And it's funny that people would say, you know, white people comedy as like a derisive term, because it's like, it's good that you can work every room. Like
Right.
that makes you a great comic can be funny in every room. I mean, Bill Burr, his famous thing is that he went and worked black rooms when he was a young comic, because he said, if a guy like me can get everyone laughing in these rooms, then I know I'm a great comic.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I think that if you don't push yourself, regardless of like urban or not rooms, like if you don't push yourself into places you're uncomfortable in both like what you're talking about and who you're talking to, you're not going to grow as a comic.
Nope.
My best comments that I've gotten were from gay rooms. And look at me, it's clearly not for how I look. It's fucking.
Hey, you were wearing a woman's hoodie the other day.
That's it was for the cause. But the best comment, like the show, the guy that was running the show, I was headlining a show. It was a vulgar themed show. And the two gay guys that were like in their 60s went up to him afterwards. That last comic was so filthy. We're going to go home and fuck.
Wow.
What a compliment.
I can't think
Yeah.
of any. If it was a straight couple, it wouldn't have been nearly
No,
as much.
no.
Like, yeah. Oh,
No,
wait.
gross.
Oh, so she gets fucked
Yeah.
from your
It's disgusting.
shitty dick from
Yeah.
my jokes. Fuck that. But two guys, yeah, I don't want to fuck either of them. Have it with each other.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking A.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're about to call me. He's just like, he was so funny. Like, you know, that's fun.
I know.
good.
Lesbian couple. Hey, are you thinking of trying
No
to
way.
get out of your fucking pickle to your fucking
One of the best
It's the best compliment from two gay guys.
one of the best audience reactions I had ever had is I did a deaf show. It was a show for deaf people, and there was like a deaf sign language interpreter on the stage. If you ever have a chance to do a show
they-
like this, it's so much fun.
Did they have a Def Jam title too? Or
So I actually made that joke because half of the room, it was weird because it was like I went and at the beginning it was a bunch of old white ladies, and then all these black lesbians showed up, like 7 or 8 of them. And I gotta say, they were some of the coolest audience members I have ever performed for. They were not only, and I did make that Def Jam joke, and they were literally up doing like Arsenio whoops
Nice.
for me and shit.
Wow.
I walked off that stage feeling like I had just done the Apollo or something, you know? Like I felt like 10 miles high, man.
when you did Def Jam, like I haven't seen that joke a million times.
Yeah. Just seen, yeah.
Was there an interpreter?
There was. And the funny
Okay.
part was is at the time, this was somewhat early in my comedy career. I think I'd only been doing it for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. And I had a joke about where the punchline, I don't even know if I can remember the joke. I remember not liking it. But the punchline was talking about going to the doctor. Sexually transmitted diseases. And the joke was, my dick feels like the Human Torch. Okay, I don't even remember what the joke was. But I can't even get there. I'm not going to waste your time. The language interpreter, when you say my dick feels like the Human Torch, it's this. And so I just continually kept doing that punchline to make this guy do this out of his crotch.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's if you can do a sign language interpreter show, do it. Take it.
Man.
I don't know if I do good with like a mother of a deaf kid wanted to fight me after.
Really?
Oh, I had,
What the hell did you say?
you know, this is like back in the day. This is,
Get my usual.
I had a whole bit. I forget what it was about. Just like I drove through my old neighborhood, and there was like a deaf child in the area sign up. And like 18 years later, it was still there. Like, hey, you need to start acting like a deaf adult. It was stupid.
Wow.
And there was more. But she's like, if he makes one more fucking deaf joke, and then I had to throw up my one-liner about finger banging a deaf chick. and knocking out foreplay or dirty talk at the same time.
Brian,
know-
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, Brad, you ever done any like kind of crazy, like a show where you're like, oh yeah, I did not plan on doing comedy in this situation when I started.
No, I was real close to getting booked at a swinger party.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I turned that shit down.
You're not curious about would they be? Are you the pre-fuck
Yeah,
entertainment
yeah.
or during?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I'm cool off that. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be hard to have a post-fuck comic. Like,
Or a
where do you work?
mid-fuck
Like, well,
comic.
people...
Yeah, right.
That's everyone's going at
either
it.
before or during.
yeah.
Guys, you can't be also on your phone and fucking. Come on, I'm up here trying to do some
'Cause
minutes.
How much time do they ask you to do?
Depend on the session.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Keep the table fucking to a minimum.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
so
Yeah.
funny.
I mean, I don't know. I'd probably
I
be
would've done
weird
it.
about it, but
I would have done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would.
I would have
100%.
definitely done it. Just for the
100%.
story.
Yeah,
I would have done it for the story.
I've taken
regardless.
shows just for that,
Yeah.
knowing they'd be shit shows, but being like, hey, I'll never do another one like this.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I
I've-
did though? I did a nursing home.
oh yeah,
Oh, that's
oh,
cool.
Those
That
aren't good.
Was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was horrible. Them people did not want to see me at all.
No. You're
Oh.
young and they want to steal your youth.
Yeah.
Like a
Maybe
get
that
out
was it.
situation.
Thinking
that
like a
what you-
Chucky situation. Like trying to steal his soul.
I took that check though. They wanted me to do an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, that's tough. All
I
right.
cut
Those
that
people
shit
don't
down.
have many of those left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
I did 20 minutes and said I'm out of here. They had me set up on some karaoke mic, and I
Yep.
was like, nah, I can't do this.
One of those shows where you like ask them exactly how many minutes you have to do to get
Mhm.
paid.
Well, I was cutting into their Jello time.
Yeah.
It was-
I did one with Billy Strange. He's
Yeah.
he's now
Now
a Las Vegas comic. But he
By way of
talks-
LA, because I remember he moved out there
Oh,
for
right,
a little
yeah,
while.
he talks a lot about urethra torture because that's he's a homosexual man who has some fetishes, and a lot of them involve the urethra, and
Wow.
it's
Dave
I
the
laugh.
politician is here. I don't know why.
I laugh, but it
To
is
be a homosexual man who
Who
Like,
enjoys urethra procedures?
I laugh, but hearing about like urethra and eyes, like I
Yeah,
like
I get it. I get
every
you.
time.
Yeah,
But
I
he
feel
was, it was like me and him and 3 other comics, and he was trying to be super clean for the old people,
Yeah.
and they weren't giving him shit. And
No.
like another comic went up, and their body language just sucked after watching it. They just like leaned against the wall in the back. And like, "Oh, so anyway, and then like right before me, Billy just said "fuck it." And he's like, "So I was murdering my Tinder date or some shit like that." And I'm just, what the fuck, dude? Watching them all walk out. Yeah, that wasn't fun. But I blame Billy more than the old people for
Yeah.
that one.
Right.
Because they made rules. Did they make rules for you? Don't talk about their impending death.
Yeah.
no, they didn't make any rules for me. The thing that I hated, I was the only comic. Like, I
Oh,
was-
Oh, wow.
yeah.
It was like a
There
variety
was,
show?
there was no,
There's
nah,
no-
it
there's
was
no
just
warm-up.
me.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Not
oh,
a-
man.
You got there are comics for that. There's comics /
Yeah.
magicians.
Magicians.
right.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
musician comics can do
Mm,
something like
sure.
that. You know, yeah, you can play
Yeah.
a little
All
music and
day.
do comedy.
You-
Yeah.
They got their props,
Yep.
all that stuff. They wanted me
Damn.
to go up there and talk.
Were these were these white old people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard of stuff like this. and it-
Matters, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
100%.
Sure, definitely. I'm sure that they, God forbid, if they said something during the heckling you, just I don't even want to think
Oh,
about
yeah,
what that
yeah,
would have
yeah,
been.
yeah, that
Jesus
would've-
Christ.
That would have been bad.
Well, yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I've heard stuff like this, and it's good for the comic if the money is good because you just do your time.
The
Like if
money
you,
was
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
there's
The money
no,
was
you don't have to
cool.
split the money with anybody. It's just
And
you
they
go,
gave me the full amount, even though I
That's
cut
nice.
that shit
Yeah.
short.
but like the first 10, 15 minutes is basically you doing your own host set.
Yeah.
Then the middle part is you doing your own
Yeah,
feature,
yeah,
and
like
then
that.
the rest of the
I-
time is your
The more
headlines.
money, the less enjoyable the show. I've come to realize.
I learned
Yeah.
how to pace and sustain during that set. Oh my God, it was bad.
Yeah, corporate gigs are just like that. The money's always great because they're just paying you like a set amount. They have it all like already. You're entering this like pay scale that they already have set up. But right, because they do that, it's almost never an appropriate place for comedy, you know. So
And
you kind of
just-
have to take that trade
And
off.
just neutering my jokes on the spot.
Yes.
Because I'm
Yeah.
oof.
Yeah, yeah, guys like us, it's hard to like a lot of times with your jokes I guess they didn't ask you to edit at this nursing
No,
home
they
or
didn't.
anything like that. So,
Nah,
but
they
corporate,
did ask.
corporate events will make you edit like
Yeah.
hell,
Yeah,
man.
all the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
Plus, you rock a suit and tie sometimes normally just on stage.
I
Yeah,
do.
I have. Yeah.
Nice.
I do. I did that Halloween show and dressed up in a suit. They was like, "What are you going as?" I said, "A successful comedian."
Don't get a lot of those around here. what does that look like?
Is that they all have that 1920s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the stock ticker.
Yeah, she's me.
You would have made those old folks feel at home though with that accent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trouble with the stock market.
Jesus Christ. I don't know, man.
So did Trump get arrested yet? I haven't really followed the news today.
I don't believe so. I didn't get any alerts for it, but
I know.
Listen, man, when that guy was in office, that was the easiest 4 years of my comedy career, bro. I swear to you.
I loved it personally. Like, I didn't really make political jokes, but like, so many comics just stopped trying to be funny, and I'm like, oh, cool. I'll take care of the funny.
You could inhabit
Yeah,
a space.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so much fun, man.
Yeah, Trump made me way less of a political comedian. I used to I never put it in my act that much, but like I used to be like a kind of just always like, you know, posting statuses that were like kind of like what we do with the news, like throwaway political jokes. And then with Trump, I found that like there were just so many dudes like me jockeying to say shit about him that I was just like you said, I just went to fill the space that was vacated, you know, talking about like real life and stuff. But then again, like also my perspective on Trump wasn't that good. So I feel like if you had something real to say, that might be good.
Oh, I never do.
Yeah,
I
I never-
compliment it, like, because it was over Stormy Daniels, who let's fucking like in the 90s. That's when she was at her peak.
Mhm.
She was fucking nice.
100%. Yeah.
She was like, I mean, it was like she was probably the second most famous at the time, right? Jenna wasn't just in it for the dick. She was about creating an empire too, or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Like she's like the CEO behind one of those, like Vivid or
Yeah, something like
some
that.
shit,
Yeah.
right?
You've done your research.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because like because
35
I
seconds
still
at a
watch
time.
I still watch lots of 90s porn. Like it's still
he has not
You
moved
still
from
watch
the
the
90s.
90s porn. You still go back to
Yeah.
the old stuff where
He
they had
has not
production
moved from the
value.
90s.
I love-
Music
yeah,
wise
90s
and porn
music,
wise
yes.
is crazy.
sitcoms and porn. 90s, yeah, because it's
That's
I
interesting.
loved it, but I mean I wasn't like big on, like I like the ones that got like the volleyball sized tits, just because like that's dedication to
Oh,
your
yeah.
craft. You're not keeping your options open for doing a lot else other than porn
That's
when you have tits
Yeah.
this big.
that was when my dad passed away. He had all of his porn was
This
that.
is a
It
weird
was
transition.
no, trust me, it was volleyball
That
tits.
was a hell
That
of
was
a
his
segue.
thing. Yeah, it was a segue, right? He and it was just nice to know. I think it's almost comforting when you see someone and they're like, yeah, what I like is big 80s volleyball tits.
Yeah.
It's almost a quaint fetish at this
It
point.
is
When I
kinda nice.
found that I wasn't like,
Yeah.
I was worried. I was like, what else will I find? And it was just that. And I was
Please
like, oh,
never-
thank Dad. You had a
Yeah.
cute
Please
You were in
never
a
bring in
cute
a picture of your
porn.
dad. I don't want to think about him when I'm watching 90s porn.
Italian Saddam Hussein.
Nice.
that's the image.
So like Ron Jeremy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
minus all the whatever Ron Jeremy's extracurricular activities. are.
Definitely minus part of Ron Jeremy. That didn't run in the family, but
Oh, you
What
seem
are you
like
gonna
you
do?
have some thoughts on Ron.
No, what are you
Jeremy.
gonna do? No, I'm just it sucks because
Not
if-
rape people?
that is probably a good
Oh,
thing
yeah.
to do. I just meant in terms of passing down dick,
yeah, you,
That'd have
you
been
want
nice.
anything from Ron
he
Jeremy.
wasn't using half of it.
Yeah,
It
there's
never mind.
There's only one
But
physical
it-
trait.
He never used most of it. It's
Yeah,
just,
I
I
actually-
got it got sad.
I could have taken like the bottom 3
Yeah.
inches. You know what I mean? That
Nah,
he
when
never
I'm
got
on-
saw
yeah,
to
I
use.
skip past his scene. He's
Yeah, no, I've never. Yeah.
No, he was
it sounds
gross.
but like he's too gross. Like I can't.
The
I can't
90s
I can't have that being half the fucking
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah,
No.
no, I agree. It's him, and there was one other dude. He was the Bang Bus guy, and he had like a wart on his dick, and they were so weird. Those two guys were so weird. I
that
couldn't watch
Monsters
porn with
dude?
them. He had like missing teeth, and he had like a big wart on his dick.
God.
Him and Ron Jeremy were the only two guys where I couldn't
You saw
I couldn't make the guy disappear in my
Well, the
mind. You know what I
bag
mean?
The bag was the camera.
Brian, could you be quiet a little bit about it? You got to stop with all your.
Yeah,
porn
we're
talk,
scaring-
Brian. Just
we're
calm
scaring
the
No,
fuck
no, no.
down.
I
Not talking
I
about
assume.
this.
Why not? I assume this. I know you watch.
Brian, he's a Christian comic.
We've
You
chatted
know-
about this.
Yo, man, I posted the live link to my Facebook page. My mom is my friend. I'm not saying anything.
My
Mom's in
mom's
here.
watching too.
Oh, that's great.
She might have the nieces around. Yeah.
Yeah. They're all gathered around the radio. It's like,
Wait, your family?
Your mom isn't a minister, is
yeah,
she?
true.
Oh,
Oh wow, your
well,
mom's
this would have been
minister.
good
My mom's a
information. to
minister.
Oh
have.
wow,
So,
that's
so-
hilarious.
so it's safe
So
to
your
say we're
favorite
not
porn
getting a
star.
subscriber.
She probably logged off by
Nah.
I think we just gained one.
now.
No, I got you.
That's just crazy though. So your mom's a minister.
yeah, I got a bit about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she delivered sermons and things like that.
Yeah.
Do
She does that from time to time. Yep.
Do you feel like that helped you, like coming up as a comedian? Like, do you feel like you learned anything from her, like
I
delivery or
learned
anything like
how
that?
to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was raised in church, so you know what I mean, seeing sermons every single week, sometimes 2 times, 3 times a week.
So when did you start watching the devil's videos?
After every service.
Yeah. Got the soul clean. Got the soul clean. Got to fill it back up. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Ebb and flow.
But
Is that a sin? Is watching porn a sin?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
I'm Jewish.
I got you.
I mean,
But
yeah, I just don't watch the ones with tattoos.
yeah, I feel you.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the Christian version,
Yeah,
like
you
the
gotta draw the line
religious version.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not attracted to them anyway.
I get you.
As a Jew, you watch the porn, but then you want to know if they fixed the cable or not.
Yeah. And the tattoos for you would
So
make sense.
that's how you get a free pizza?
Yeah. She's paying this plumber. He didn't even do his job.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
thanks for the
ridiculous.
sex, but
Come on.
Oh my God.
It's
Yeah, that's what I
go
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, but your family, because you don't clean it up. Are you conscious when like your family's in the crowd to not do specific jokes, or you're act?
Nah, not really. They pretty much let me be.
Okay.
Yeah, they let me rock out. My mom comes to a lot of my shows. I think she's coming to the one on Saturday. She's rocked out, and I haven't had an issue with my material and some of the stuff that I say. She supports it 100%. So I mean,
That's awesome.
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
all love. I'm her son. She
A
gonna
s-
rock with me.
a
So.
supportive parent in comedy, though,
Yeah.
that's also not the
It's-
most common thing.
Nah, it's not, and she definitely supports.
I
You
think
can't
all
be.
3 of us have moms listening to this, right?
No, hell no. My mom's not listening
No,
to
I
this
thought your mom
podcast.
did listen.
My mom is super supportive in like every aspect of like my life as a son, but no, she doesn't really. I don't think she likes my comedy. She's just kind of like, oh, that's nice. Enjoy your
I
show.
be having
Enjoy
my
your
mom
podcast.
cracking up. My
Yeah.
mom and her friends. She bring her friends out too. They be showing love, man.
That's good.
So,
That's
yeah.
good. Yeah, I don't think I'm my mom's
Oh.
type of comic.
my mom's come to a bunch of shows. Because she's like a 5 foot tall, quiet lady, but she's got a fucked up sense of humor. But people don't know that about her. It
Yeah.
was that show at that Good Theater when you and your mom had to write a set for each other.
Oh, right,
I was
right,
like, I'm
right.
gonna write the most fucked up things for her to say. Like, I should have aborted him. I made her say she'd let Louis C.K. jerk off.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
But I knew she would handle.
Right.
I thought they probably couldn't handle it, and they ranked us last.
Yeah.
But it was like the other 2 moms wrote their sons like, "Oh, I didn't do a good job cleaning up my room and shit like that." My mom's, "What's the deal with that Texas shooting?"
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was the whole.
In like a blind taste test of mothers, they'd be able to tell who she was behind it. They're like, yeah, we
Yeah.
know who wrote those
Uh-huh.
jokes. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I think I like about the sermon thing is, and I don't know if people, I tried this joke or the observation once, and I'm wondering if it works for sermons like you. You ever been in a sermon? Not your mom, probably, but like been at church and then just see a guy bombing during the sermon? Like I would
Got it.
see a priest
Yo,
bomb.
Leo, I got a joke about that.
Yeah,
too.
do you? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fun.
yeah. It's called obituary goals. Like people ask me why am I doing stand up, and I'm just saying this. I'm padding stats on my obituary pamphlet because
You go.
what I don't want is for when I have my funeral, I don't want the preacher bombing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want him to have a full pamphlet so he can have a full hour of talking about
Nice.
me
Yeah,
without
I like it.
bombing.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I do have a bit about preachers bombing.
that's
They
hilarious.
do bomb.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
the
my
good thing.
God.
The good thing about the religious too. You just have the one guy speaking, so you don't have. It doesn't turn into an open mic with a bunch of comic friends turning into a dick waving contest, so they can get pats on the back instead of focusing on you.
Yeah.
It can turn to. You ever heard of a guest pastor coming from another church?
Yeah,
I've seen that before.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it gets real dark.
That's hilarious. I didn't know this underground pastor world.
It's church collabs going on and everything.
Collab. I wish they would call it a collab.
That'd be nice.
They should.
Do a guest spot next Sunday.
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta go. I'm doing a tight 20. I'm doing a tight 20 Sunday, so I gotta rest up. I gotta rest up for that.
Sorry, man. Too many people keep dying. I'm booked up.
Yeah, I'm booked up.
Yeah.
I gotta do it.
That's the other thing. Like when we eat shit, the worst that we did, ruined someone's night. That could be the worst way. Like if you bomb on a funeral, that's bad. Like that's like we could be like, I'll get him next time. But you're just like, well, I guess I won't have a chance to get that one right.
You can't get them next time. Not with that person.
Yeah, that's right. That's like you're not going to bring the person back by doing well.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Is that what happened with Jesus? He just got a fucking great sermon.
I got
to come back for this shit.
He had a 15 so tight. Yeah.
Oral was so bad it pissed him off and he came back.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fucking do this right next time. Actually, I don't know anything.
Christ.
I don't know.
Christ. Like the encore.
The crucifixion was the first death, right?
Yes.
What was the second death? Just peacefully in bed? I don't actually know.
No. He died, and then they put him in the cave, and then he rose from the cave.
Right.
But he's not still here.
3
So
days.
what
He
happened?
met. He left. He met his disciples.
Ascended?
Well, he met his disciples. He ran up with the hands and
The
proving to
more
them.
you know.
He comes back. He comes back at the end of the world. That's when he comes.
But did any of the pastors that bombed, did they have an outline? They have outlines. You know how we do what else is going on? Like a shitty comic says that.
Yeah.
Oh, my priest was they would do a prayer immediately.
I would lose my shit if my priest was like, all right, what else is going on?
Yeah, seriously.
I've seen a preacher, no lie. I've seen a preacher reference Rocky.
Wow.
In his sermon.
Nice.
My wife and I got up and left. You know how I do in the open mic sometimes?
Yeah.
That's what I did in church.
That's hilarious.
Got up and left.
It wasn't recently, I'm guessing.
Nah,
okay, because you're not married.
I'm married now.
You're
Yeah,
married.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you're. Are you second marriage?
No.
No. Fuck.
You got me confused, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Well, congratulations on the marriage.
Yeah, 17 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Congrats. Dave's trying to break that up in his
No,
mind.
no,
over there. He's trying to give you a whole.
No, she
other
stopped
narrative.
listening.
He was like, dude, we got hookers and cocaine
I
and
know
AC
she.
one
I
time.
know she's not listening. I know
Okay.
she-
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
No,
You gotta,
maybe she is. Who knows? I'll find out when I get home.
you gotta tell me who I'm incriminating and who I'm not.
Yeah, she gonna ask questions.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not married now?
So you're telling the comics you got another wife,
You got
huh?
it.
Yeah.
Well, I know you have children.
Yes, I do.
I thought. I didn't know. Okay. I didn't know you were still with the mom. I thought for some reason.
yeah. Unless
I don't-
this is,
I don't look at a man's hands before I talk to him. I'm not.
That's your
I'm
problem.
not
Yeah.
scouting you for bathroom action.
This isn't for
Well, I
decoration.
apologize
Nah, it's
to
cool.
Mrs. Isley.
It's cool. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Wife and kids in comedy, though, man. That's a tough
It's
balance.
super tough.
Well,
But my kids are supportive too. I just think they want me out of the house.
Well, yeah, you talk about because you have the joke about them roasting you.
My
Are they-
youngest one?
Are
yeah.
they gonna try to follow the footsteps?
I
Or they-
think my youngest one might. Yeah, she's creative in that way. Like she's already designing clothes, and she's very artsy. So I see her doing it. My oldest one, no way, no way. She is not beat for any of this.
But
Nah,
yeah.
she's going to be a chef. She's
Okay.
already
Oh,
going
that's
to
well.
school
That's
for
art.
that.
That's artistry in its
Yeah,
own.
so
then.
yeah, but she don't that funny stuff, Dad. Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
She'll be used to
That's fun.
probably like with you roasting her. She'll be used to like that kitchen atmosphere, though. You know what I mean?
There you
Like,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
In case she runs into Gordon Ramsay.
No, I would.
Yeah.
I'd push someone to be a chef over a comic any fucking.
Oh
day.
hell yeah! A chef, you can work anywhere.
can't
You can
It's
go anywhere in
easier
the world. and work.
road by
Yep.
far.
Yep.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
But yeah, unless you're in one of those open window kitchens. But yeah, otherwise
Yeah.
you don't even have to fucking see anyone. That yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Nothing. It's just sometimes, David, you reveal so much about yourself without saying anything.
I picked that.
I don't
picked
even
that
want
one
to
up,
see
too.
anybody.
that
Well,
up,
no,
yeah.
no. I'm talking about restaurant customers
Yeah, no, I
who I've
get
had
it.
to
but-
deal with. Yeah, they're the fucking worst people on the planet.
100%.
It's such a
And like comedy, the restaurant crew is usually the ruffians. You know what I mean? Like it's your like put together people are usually like the hosts, then less put together people are your waiters, and the people in the kitchen are like fuck brigands. You know, like they're bandits. You know, I feel like there's like a lot of that in comedy.
and no one wants to talk. Like I know there's the term compliments to the chef, but anyone that wants to talk to a chef
No.
usually just wants to fucking shout shit at them.
chew them out or something. Yeah.
I went to a fancy restaurant where the chef came out and talked to all the tables, and
Right.
I had no idea what the fuck to say to
Right.
the chef.
Well, that's
like
that's a
good
chef,
food.
That's a chef
Yeah.
slash owner.
Yes.
No,
yeah.
otherwise that chef doesn't give a
No,
shit
yeah,
about
100%.
it.
Yeah. It was the chef's restaurant for sure. Yeah.
Where you go to Adrian's? Did Rocky come out?
No, I'd stand with you. If Rocky came out, I'd leave. I forget where it was. Some restaurant. My friends came to visit me in LA, and there was like this woman who was like has a Netflix show. She's like a chef, Nancy Silverton. I forget the name of the restaurant, but it was one of the best restaurants I've ever been to. And she came out and she was nice, but I was just like, I feel like I'm letting you down because like I have nothing to say to you. Like I'm eating your
I'm
food.
this-
That's what I came for.
Were you wearing
yeah.
one of your hats?
No, I wore a button-up shirt, no hat. I actually can clean up when I'll be denied entry somewhere if I don't. So
Yeah. Is that the last place you ate before you had to move back here?
yes, I ran out of money. That was it. The price tag on that, I was like, fuck, I gotta go home.
Yeah. But okay, so you said she's just so the youngest one's into all kinds of
Yeah.
so clothes design.
Sneakerhead. She plays ball when
Oh, right
she
on.
feels like it. Yeah, she's into everything.
Like shoe
man.
design or just into buy because that shit could get expensive.
What?
Just a sneakerhead.
Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
sneakerhead. Yeah.
How
Definitely.
deep? How deep? We doing swaps already and stuff? Like, or
She's into everything, man. She just got a pair Jordan 11 Concords.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
she's 11.
That's
Oh, wow.
intense.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't
All
know.
right.
What,
it's
what age
gonna
do your
get
feet
worse.
stop growing?
Yeah, really.
After 11.
Okay, yeah. No, you shouldn't have
What teaching Dave so much?
I don't fucking care. No. I'm saying
People,
no, yeah,
kids
you-
aren't puppies. They don't have like
you
giant feet
fucking
that they
get
grow
them
into.
$20 airwalks until they stop their feet stop growing, right?
Hell no.
Yeah, you just get them
I
clown
fucking-
shoes until
I
they're
had the-
21.
I
Yeah,
had the
yeah,
gym- my shoes in gym class, the fucking heel flew out the bottom of them in gym class.
yeah. I think this is a different thing.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
Nah, my kids are not built for our era where you get one pair of sneaker per year.
Yup.
How about the other pressures and stuff? You getting like TikTok problems? You having all that internet problems with them yet? Anything yet or no?
What do you mean by
Like, you know,
problem?
well, everyone's, I mean, they either want to dance on TikTok, they want to be a part of the TikTok culture, all that kind of stuff. I know my
I mean,
nephew's kinda
yeah.
used to a little bit of
My oldest is a teenager. My youngest is about to be a teenager in a couple years. So yeah, they're into that stuff too. But I don't really see it as a problem. That's just what they're going through with their culture. I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean, when I was growing up and we were doing what we were doing with the rap and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure people before us thought that was a problem. And it probably was. I listened to some of the stuff I used to listen to as a kid. Hey, I shouldn't have been listening to that as a kid. Should not have been listening to Straight Outta Compton
Oh yeah.
at 9 years old.
Yeah.
I had DMX and Eminem, and I was like 11.
Yeah.
And see,
or
and
something like that.
DMX was, it's dark and hell is hot. he was saying some wild shit on there.
Yep.
You should not be listening to that at 10, 11 years old.
100%. I loved Eddie Murphy when I was a kid, and he
Oh, yeah.
taught me the word motherfucker before anyone else in my grade. And I got to walk in that Monday and tell everyone, like, you think fuck is cool? I got a better one.
Add mother to
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I was for like a week until it spread. I was like I was the coolest motherfucker because I knew the word. Thank you, Eddie. You know, and yeah, I probably should not. My parents were like, "Oh, Eddie Murphy's fine," but I don't think they saw Raw or Delirious.
No, yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah,
Delirious is what my dad showed me.
Yeah,
Like he had his VHS with that, the Richard Pryor, a Buddy Hackett special.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, how fucking long were VHS tapes? Because he had 4 specials on that thing.
That's
you
wild.
Get like 2 hours
That's
on the side.
wild.
Yeah.
Because my dad introduced me to NWA. and then he
I
tried
don't think my
to get
dad
me
listened
away
to-
from hip hop ever
Yeah.
since. Like this was a huge mistake.
I know.
Yeah.
That was 30 years before a movie came. Because I was surprised. My mom told me she saw the movie
Oh wow, really?
and she liked it.
Hey, there you go. That's
But
funny.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, kids are always trying. They're in, and I think there's part of that. Like when you're a kid, you look at your parents, you're like, "Oh, you're trying to keep me from this, and it's not fair." And a lot of times, like when you get older, you're like, "I'm just trying to keep you from it because like it's too soon." Like I never saw that when I was younger, and now like I don't ever plan to have
Yeah, but-
kids. But yeah, I'm the same way. I look at some of this stuff and go, "I was too soon on some of that stuff."
Yeah, right.
You know,
Like it's just wild. Like I understand why my parents are trying to keep me from certain things, and I try to keep my kids with certain things too. But you gotta pick your battles because these kids are gonna are gonna be kids. They're gonna do what they do, just like we did what we did.
But I look back at the stuff I think what they like is legitimately stupid.
I agree with that too.
Yeah,
I
true.
agree
I
with that
revisit-
too.
I mean, some stuff from our past filters out, but the cream rises. There's no fucking cream today. It's all fucking dumb.
The one thing I think that the kids today are, are deprived of is that like there isn't like a unified pop culture. So like we all kind of probably have. You seem like we're the same age as us. Like we all have the same cultural touchstones because TV was still a thing. The internet didn't get invented until we were a little older. Now these kids are like, what exact specific thing do I like? There's 50 YouTube channels.
There's
about
so
it.
much fucking
never-
content. Yeah.
Right. There's nothing
There's
that
too much content.
everyone watches
I
anymore.
want to watch all the fucking hit TV shows, but they're all spread out on 17 different apps.
all kinds of platforms. Like you guys have all these subscriptions to watch all this shit.
Yep.
I know.
So
I just want to enjoy some quality content, but there's more that comes out a day than there are hours in the day.
Yeah.
That's why I just pick shows and just stick with them.
Yeah.
I don't like getting on a lot of new shit.
Yeah,
Like I'm binge watching The Wire again.
Yes. Yeah. Great show.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing right now. And right after that, I'm gonna binge watch Game of Thrones again. I stick to what I know.
Right.
Yeah, put
And-
Entourage on again.
Have you? Does that hold up?
To me, I mean, I don't. They say fag a lot,
Yeah.
But,
it was that time. Sure.
but
Johnny Drama
What
was
is this?
not.
This was early 2000s.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
2000. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
just
it was still allowed.
Right.
There's some things in the early 2000s that came out that cannot come out now. Like Tropic Thunder could not come out now.
Oh, hell
Right.
no.
Oh, no way. No way.
But
Nobody would
no
even
comedies.
understand what like Robert Downey Jr. was doing. In fact, young people discover that movie and they go online, they go, "Can you believe they made this
and
movie?"
it's always black people defending it.
Yeah.
Because it was fucking awesome.
Right.
It was hilarious. People associate Robert Downey Jr. with Iron Man. It's cool. He's Kirk Lazarus.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You
amazing.
know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the greatest roles ever.
Right.
They don't. I don't think I've seen a comedy with like a racial joke in it in what maybe since This Is the End.
Yeah.
Or
I'd
I
say
mean,
the
I'd go,
the
Pop
Wayans
Star-
are doing stuff, but like those are spoof movies. Like you know what I mean? Like they were
like
I
scary movie.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
kept
still
up with
making
some
them?
of those. Yeah, they kept up with some of those. Like they're happening over there. But you're right in terms of like
They don't really-
mainstream comedy that was touching
Aside
on
from
race.
maybe like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
yeah,
No one
Yeah.
even touches race anymore. No one touches sexuality. No, like
Yeah.
it's all just such watered down, safe humor now.
People are afraid, you know.
or it went into episodic stuff. I think we kind of talked about this before. Wait, we had a comment. Somebody wanted to specifically for Dan, just while you're thinking, because I think a lot of it went into episodic stuff.
Specific comment for me.
Yes, for you. Rusty Gears.
Rusty Gears
And
again.
now
Hi,
that we're talking a
Rusty.
little bit about movies and kind of getting
Yeah.
into culture and stuff like
Rusty had a great comment.
that. I
last
read
week.
recently that actor Digimon
Did you? I thought
Jamon Hunsu.
John Hunsu. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. To John Hunsu. Sorry, guys.
I love
I'm not
Jamon
familiar.
Hunsu. He's great.
Has a hard time getting work. I want to know what Dan has to say about that.
Jamon Hunsu. Well, okay. I feel like you're setting me up. Somebody knows that Jamon Hunsu is one of my favorite actors.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's great. What is he doing? I have no idea. The last time I saw him was in Guardians of the Galaxy. But he's great. He's a good actor and he's got a really funny name. I'm a big fan of him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We all know this guy.
Jamon Hunsu. Yeah, you know
Sure.
who he is.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, you
hold
called
on.
him Digimon. Oh, okay.
I
DJ.
just know. Sorry.
I think it's
He
like DJMON, but
He
it's
won the
Jamon.
Oscar, right? He won the
Yeah.
Oscar for fucking
Yeah.
Blood
He did.
Diamond.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys. I
he's
just
amazing.
didn't know the actors.
Yeah.
He did. He called him Digimon.
I did Digimon. Guys,
I was trying to picture an Asian guy.
He
this
did.
isn't a racial
I
thing.
sh-
I
I
just never looked
should.
up his name.
I mean, I don't.
All right,
I'm
Brian
guessing-
gets to
yeah.
slap me
I
one time
should-
after
I-
this, then it's
I
done.
should-
All
I
right.
should treat this like the tap room open mic.
God damn.
Brian, we need you now
just
more
get
than
the
ever.
fuck up
Yeah.
and leave.
He's not a fucking-
DJ.
He's not a Japanese Pokemon knockoff. Is that what Digimon is? I don't even know what that is.
God damn it.
He is a
Myself
great
is
actor,
great.
though. But
Great
he
actor.
was in the
Yeah.
movie Captain Marvel.
He was in tons
Oh,
of
was
stuff.
he?
I've seen.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of stuff.
Same character. Yeah.
He's he's
Gladiator.
him. There's three actors that I love. Three
Amistad.
African named actors: Jamon Hunsu, Chiwetel Ejiofor,
Word.
and Adewale Akintoye Agbaje, who's Mr. Echo on
Yeah.
Lost. They are not only three of the coolest named actors. My goal is one day, if I ever become a big producer, to put them all in a movie together just for the credit sequence. But they're
To-
also
to
great
mess
actors.
Everyone up.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
to shit on Neil again. When he said that name and then was complaining about him, I'm like, they just fucking won everything for everywhere all at once.
Digimon Hunsu.
Oh wait, who's he in the Quiet Place Part 2?
He's been in tons of stuff now that I'm thinking about
Yeah,
it.
he was
Like,
in
he's been
Amistad. He
he's
had a
been
big
in-
role
I
in
couldn't get
Amistad.
into.
He's
I
been in
couldn't get
so
into
many
the
things.
Quiet Place
He
Part
gave,
2.
he gave Shazam his powers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah, and there's a new one out. Is he in the new one?
Yep.
Okay, so
Okay.
he's in a movie
Yeah.
that came out.
I mean, I've seen him in
Friday.
so many things. I just me and actor names. That would mean I have to really give a shit.
Come
about
on,
an
Rust.
actor. I don't look up any of that stuff. Yeah, I don't look up.
Holy shit! I forgot he was in Biker Boys.
He's in every.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's,
in
in so
everything.
much stuff. I
Yeah.
just saw him in Black Adam. I just saw him. Yeah,
This guy never stops working. He's
No.
great.
constantly.
Yeah, we love you, Jamon Hunsu. Great mention, Rusty.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but he's got work. I don't know.
Yeah,
what the,
yeah, I don't know.
He's
Yeah,
working.
Put some respect on his name.
Yeah.
Neil.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, I think Rusty's just celebrating that. I don't know what he's doing next, but it's going to be like 50 movies this year because the guy never stops.
No,
working.
Rusty's a bot, and he knew I was going to trip up. That's what happened. He's like, I think
I'm
Neil
glad-
sounds white, and I
glad-
think he's
yeah.
going to fuck up.
I'm
on
glad
that.
when our
That's what-
fans get into shitting on you too.
Yes. Thank you, fans. If that's what we're calling them, I didn't know.
Anyway, congratulations to Kehai Pokemon for winning.
Now you're just fucking with
for winning the Academy Award for everything.
Deserved. Unlike that Jamie Lee Curtis. Whatever.
Oh man.
No, I think the daughter should have won. Right?
Oh yeah,
yeah, I
Jamie
mean,
Lee
the-
Curtis had like 5 minutes in that movie.
it was a
Yeah.
lifetime achievement award for her. You know,
pretty
it's-
much.
it's fine.
But you said you're staying with just older stuff. You're really not. I mean, again, you're rewatching The Wire again.
Yeah.
Anything out there that you're kind of intrigued by at all? Like HBO episodic movies? Anything that?
I'll start watching The Last of Us.
Okay.
Oh, that was good.
I'm gonna start watching that. But I was watching Fire and Blood.
The
The
Dragon. House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
watching that. I called it Fire and Blood. I was reading the book. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
yeah.
I
Is that
read-
was
I
the
read-
book good? I've read all
the-
the other books.
The book is fantastic.
Yeah.
man. The book is great. And like House of the Dragon is only just a small piece
Okay.
Oh.
of that book.
Okay.
Yeah.
The book all goes all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the
yeah.
original Game of Thrones series at least gives you a lot of that context, like through the history. So I was real
Mhm.
interested in actually reading this
The
story.
only thing stopping me is that I don't know if he'll ever finish.
well, yeah,
I'm not going to jump into a book.
Come
I
on,
understand.
man.
I
Don't
totally
do that
understand.
to my boy George R.R. Martin, man.
Hey,
He's going to live to finish the series.
dude, he looks like he fucking died yesterday.
yeah, yeah. I can only think about the George R. R. Martin, the bastardized George R. R. Martin quote, which is, "There are old men and there are fat men, but there aren't many fat old men." So
true.
George R. R. Martin, he's got to either hit
Although
the gym or start
Because
writing.
my middle initials are. I do think of changing my name to Dave R.R. Permiano sometimes. I want to see if that's got a good hook for the stage.
I would like
Yeah.
that.
He would cuss you out if you did that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when he's dead next week.
Man, come on, man. I need
I'll take the
the
mantle.
last 2 books of the series,
Yeah.
man. Don't do that.
I'll
Yeah, I
write
feel
him.
like if
That's-
he has the one written, like if he died, Winds of Winter would come out.
When's the winner will
But
yeah.
the last
A
one,
Dream
we'd
of
be,
Spring?
we'd be
Yeah.
fucked on.
Ah,
All right, you guys ready for the news?
All right.
yeah, I'm ready for the news.
News it up.
That's
All
what I
right.
came here for.
Okay.
Oh, this week
Oh,
I am announcing.
if we have any joke offs, you get to pick the winner too.
Although we have a we have a sound,
Oh, yeah.
we have
This
a
is gonna be
sound
great.
intro
Oh.
now.
You're up 2 on me, even though both of them were lies.
One of them.
All right,
I
to
legit.
make it feel official, say you guys ready for the news again?
Are you guys ready for the news again?
You're talking news. You're talking news. Talking news. We're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
I can't hear it.
I know. You refuse to wear. Okay, now perfect
There we go.
transition.
I don't want to ruin my hair.
Perfect transition. Every time I try to produce, it just goes down. It just does not work.
Thank you for the sound.
Do I have
yeah,
do I have your permission to speak now?
You are allowed to go.
Death penalty for abortions is on the table in South Carolina. It says the old saying goes, an eye for a clump of cells that could one day become an eye. I think that's my last. No, that's not my last abortion joke. I'm sorry. I know you have religious people.
You're gonna get a lot. Your mom's gonna be like, you need to go to church. Like
Yeah,
you're going
I'm
to
gonna have
church.
to,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
going to talk to you about your friends after
Some
this.
churches are pro-choice nowadays, right? Or is that just
If you want to believe that, dude,
yeah? We
Yeah,
say
that's
yeah.
fine.
Stop being a whore.
Okay. Citing staffing issues and the political climate, a North Idaho hospital will no longer deliver babies. However, there will still be a discount for babies picked up from the takeout window.
I know you don't read them at all, but is that did they really? They're just not. They're done.
They're just done. You can't go to this hospital to have a baby delivered anymore.
Oh, I hope they get the word out on that.
Yeah,
There's gonna
right.
be a lot of. Yeah, okay.
Right. Well, I'm such an idiot. The title said North Idaho Hospital, and I was like, "There's a North Idaho."
Yeah, really.
That's the last thing we need. Another
Exactly
Yeah.
a second Idaho.
California Teacher of the Year faces 15 charges for alleged relationship with 13-year-old student. The student body also decided that they're going to strip her of her title Teacher of the Year and will now go with the more apt title Teacher of the Century.
Yeah, I like it. Family sues Airbnb after toddler dies of fentanyl toxicity. Airbnb defended itself by saying they should not be blamed if one of their renters can't hang.
Jesus, we're just killing babies left and right in this week.
Yeah.
Oh, again, they do not know each other's jokes. I want to make this very clear. This is just a beautiful accident. They don't
dead
connect
babies.
these. Yeah,
Let's keep that train rolling.
Beautiful
man.
accident, like
Yes.
most pregnancies.
A man sues 3 women who helped his ex-wife get abortion pills. The man states his case as, can you imagine how great this kid would have turned out? It took 4 women just to take him down.
Okay. Yeah. Stupid. I love it. I love it. The French president uses special power to enact pension bill without government vote, which is weird because I thought the special power of the French president was the ability to get laid without deodorant.
very silly.
I'm
Thank
glad
you
I
very
cut out my the French smell bad joke at the last second. That would have been redundant. New NCAA president says rules for who competes in sports should be based on science. This received a huge backlash from the entire student athlete board until they realized this has nothing to do with them showing up to class.
They do not like to attend class. That's
Yeah.
true.
It's true. Why? That's true. They fucking some nerd gets his.
And
I like-
they do
yeah.
not like.
I didn't
to
know you had
attend
to-
class.
That is a true fact
Yes,
about the
official,
student athlete. We got another one about France here. We just take my tour of France and these 2 jokes. Paris stinks as uncollected trash mounts to 10,000 tons due to strikes. When will we stop seeing all this garbage? Ask French citizens and audience members at the Dave Primiano show.
Oh,
Little
man.
dig coming in.
Oh.
Fourth joke in.
Yeah,
I know.
Something
I
like
didn't
that.
write anything about
that's
you.
okay.
You're not newsworthy enough.
He aborted you from
Yeah.
his list of jokes.
Boom.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because I don't think I have any more abortion stuff. So,
Oh,
yeah,
damn
if
it,
you
Dave.
could squeeze it into anything else.
Got it.
Virginia man arrested for shining laser pointer at police helicopter during pursuit. The man tried to claim it was just a harmless prank, and then he had no idea that the helicopter would be attacked by all those cats.
Nice.
I went the cute route.
Yeah,
with that.
You get a couple cute ones always.
You mentioned this earlier. A grand jury is close to deciding on an indictment for Donald Trump paying off his mistress, the porn star Stormy Daniels, with campaign funds, an offense that experts agree is Donald Trump's coolest crime.
Oh, yeah.
Word.
Oh. Quentin Tarantino set to direct possible final film, The Movie Critic, per report. The story will center around an original character who rates movies based on a toes up or toes down system.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You look confused.
Yeah.
He has the foot fetish.
Oh,
thing,
right,
and
right,
the
right. I forgot
most
the
critics
foot
are
fetish thing.
thumbs.
Yeah, no, I get that. Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Oof.
Sorry. I was looking at Salma Hayek most of that, and then I forgot that when he's in that movie,
She
it's
only
easy.
wrote.
so-
She only wrote from. He only wrote from Dusk Till Dawn. Why are you looking at her?
That is true. That is true.
Okay. In light of the topic, the original topic of the podcast, I wrote a couple of jokes, so I'll come with them now. A Russian jet collided with the U.S. drone over the Black Sea. But you know what they say about Asian drivers? I got Neil. I
so
got
dumb.
Neil.
So
It is so dumb.
Lazy racism's okay if it's about Asians, right?
Well, it's Russian. See, the joke is a Russian is an Asian, so
half,
technically,
half of
yes.
it, right? It's not all. It's part of it's in
Well,
Europe,
it's
part of
Asia.
it's in Asia.
No.
no, it's all
That's
Asia.
Asia.
All Russia
all
is
Asia.
Asia.
What?
Yeah.
This is a fucking geography hour. Florida bill aimed at creating harsher penalties for slow left lane drivers. It's believed that people should be handed down the harshest penalty possible for the egregious crime of preventing people from leaving Florida as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I like that.
What do you-
I like it. I like it. The owner of a Boston pizza chain was arrested on forced labor charges. Police say they were immediately suspicious after the grand opening of the Slavery Brothers Pizza.
Brothers.
Get the
fuck
Yes, are they dumb? Were they dumb race-based
Oh,
jokes?
that
You bet
was-
your ass. But I tried to write to
that
the
was-
theme of
Oh, I
the
have-
podcast. I
delightful.
tried to do my homework. You
I have
understand?
one, but
That was delightful.
it's not for a group anyone cares about. No. Joking.
Italians?
That's right. Oh, my
Nailed it.
fucking one Italian joke is blowing up. But anyway, Oklahoma strikes down bill aiming to end corporal punishment for disabled students. Apparently, these kids need to constantly be told to sound off like they've got a pair of legs.
Oh, that was good. Glad we both brought the real disdain for humanity with our jokes. though.
All credit to Lump. That's a really good joke. Yeah.
Nice.
Lump joke. It's a lumpy joke.
It's lumpy. A train carrying corn syrup derailed in Arizona. And in health news, the Grand Canyon has diabetes.
I dig it. ISIS supporter busted for terrifying plot against St. Patrick's Day parade. It was completely unnecessary too, as all ISIS training videos instruct their terrorists to leave areas looking like they were overrun by a bunch of drunk Irish people the night before.
I like that. I like that.
We go after everyone, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
I see.
Yeah, nothing is off limits for the weekday comics, unfortunately. Biden issues executive order to strengthen background checks on firearms. Going forward, all assault rifles can only be purchased upon completion of a pinky swear.
Sharks goalie opts not to wear LGBTQ themed warm up jersey on team's Pride Night. His reasoning: I don't want to push any agendas. I just want to wear my normal turquoise shirt with the animal gulping down a long wooden stick on it. It's the only hockey jersey I own too. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Didn't
wear
you
that-
rank that as the best
obviously,
logo?
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's one of them. Kenichi Chin, the Iron Chef, dies at 67. He will be honored as the secret protein dish as 3 of the best chefs in the country compete to replace him.
Nice. OnlyFans model sues ex-boyfriend for over $6 billion in revenge porn lawsuit.
Oh,
Yeah, upon hearing her asking price, many of the viewers said, "Man, and I thought her moaning in the videos was over the top."
Yeah. I like it.
Good.
yeah, I love what you. I like that. I like
Hey,
it.
that's
yeah.
nice.
I like it.
Jury convicts 3 for 2018 murder of rapper Triple X Tension. They are expected to be sentenced to prison for the murder and given the key to the city for ending the rap career of Triple X Tension.
God damn. That's my favorite one so far.
Thank you.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
he
it.
stinks.
I like
He
it.
was awful.
I like it. He was trash. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I'm sorry for what happened to him, but his song sucked.
This one's inappropriate. California man arrested for child porn after wife found hidden camera turned him in. He would have chased after her to stop her, but was hindered by his massive erection when she told him, "I'm telling on you."
Yeah,
That's my favorite one.
Oh, that's great.
That's fucking stupid.
That's good.
Well, that's all going in the video.
Oh,
That-
yeah,
that
100%.
reaction fucking seals it.
Absolutely. That's the clip right
You
there.
know, I don't give that kind of reaction. Oh shit, that's crazy. That's crazy. What the fuck made you think of that?
we do like 15 of these a week, man. It gets weird.
Oh man, damn. Mm.
A New York man was seen threatening to kill the mayor of Yonkers and assembled police officers during the St. Patrick's Day parade, or as New Yorkers call it, trying to get to work.
Yeah. It's brutal out there.
A bill that would ban Skittles and other foods, which officials say contain certain chemical toxins, is making its way through the California legislature. This bill shouldn't be confused with what the southern states are doing, as their Taste the Rainbow bill is what they're calling their ban on drag shows.
Right.
Like feels like loving my little like
I just
encouragement here that I'm giving. A dog that had been to a Canadian veterinarian for fentanyl, heroin, and cocaine poisoning has been turned over to the authorities. Authorities say the dog will also be turned over to the Anheuser-Busch Corporation to become the next official Spuds McKenzie party dog.
Fucking stupid.
Asteroid to fly between Earth and the Moon this week. This asteroid would end up disproving the existence of God, though, as an all-perfect being would be able to pick up that 7-10 split. I didn't know the minister thing.
I like it.
Got the blasphemy already
Apologies.
queued up.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here's the easy one. Donald Trump has announced that he expects to be arrested this week, joining the people of Earth who've been expecting this for years.
Facts.
Jesus.
All right,
Says
here's
Home Alone 2.
Right.
here's my favorite one, and this is my last one.
Okay.
BTW.
Okay, I've got 2 more. No, I just do one.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to fucking keep people.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Magic Johnson joins bid to buy the NFL's Washington Commanders. He had wanted to purchase the team when they were still the Redskins, but at the time they were only on the market for an owner that was infected with smallpox.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
These are
What-
dumb.
I would like your opinion on that.
Oh, yeah, it's fun. Only
It's fucked up. Oh, shit.
I am happy that we got like maybe one of the best joke writers that we're gonna have on this podcast, and we have
Oh,
presented to you
man.
the dumbest
Yeah.
possible slate of news jokes
Okay,
that we could have
You
written.
guys are far too kind. Thank you, thank you.
Sometimes we actually write like pretty skilled news jokes, and sometimes dogs do heroin. A penguin was giving cataract surgery in Singapore in a medical first, marking the official start of wild animals having better health care than American citizens.
Oh man, that's funny and scary.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. I don't fuck with the eyes. So
Yeah, you don't fuck
yeah,
with eyes
that
or
penguin.
the eye of the dick.
I've lost directions watching girls take out contact lenses.
Oh, wow, that's severe.
Ow.
I don't even know. That felt. I know you're joking, like kind of laughing, but I could see that happening.
it's-
yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
true, right?
Just like I'm out.
Damn.
Just be blind around me. It makes me look. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
me look better anyway,
Yeah,
right?
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So what's anyone got coming up?
Plugs.
Who
Yeah.
wants to go first? Brian, you want to go
Want me
first?
to-
Yeah. What do you
yeah,
got
go
to,
for
Brian?
it.
What do you got going?
First, on Saturday, I'm at the Sicklerville VFW at 8 p.m. That's hosted by Denny Live. I have a book coming out.
Oh, fuck.
Cool.
Yeah.
When is it
On
coming out?
Juneteenth.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What is it about?
It's called Jet Black. I created a superhero.
Really?
So yeah, I'm really excited about that. It took about 8-9 years to write it.
So it's like a
That
graphic
is-
novel, or
Nah, it's
it's like
it's a novel.
oh,
That is
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah,
novel.
I
It's
gotta
gonna
check
be
that out.
It's gonna be a 3-part. You know.
Do you know where we can pick it up? Because I would definitely check
Oh,
it
you're
out.
gonna be able to pick it up
Everywhere? Amazon
Yeah,
stuff?
Amazon.
Cool, so yeah, without
Barnes
pictures,
and
I'll
Noble.
actually fucking Kindle it because that's all I read shit on it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I will
so-
definitely pick that up.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
I had to put author on the obituary.
There you
list.
go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
that's
told
awesome,
you I'm real about padding these stats.
I, as somebody who does comedy and one day wants to write a book, I admire the hell out of that, man, because it's so hard to actually do.
It's very difficult. It's
Yeah.
the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And I thought comedy would be the hardest thing I ever do. but-
No, books are fucking
I don't know, I tell her
hard, man.
comedy's the easiest shit in the world.
It is.
In some
It-
ways.
I
it
think
is.
it gets to a
Yeah.
I mean,
it is. It get,
doing well on stage is like succeeding in it. Whole fucking.
Yeah.
that's a whole
that has
different-
nothing because that has
Yeah.
nothing to do with being funny.
It's
Right.
not a meritocracy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So great. You have a
Alright, so
book
you got a
coming out,
book?
and you mentioned you have a special. You're going to record another special soon.
Yeah. At Reflections in Turnersville. That's gonna be on July 1st. I don't know when I'm gonna put it out though. I might put it out on my birthday in October.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I
Are
got
tickets
you.
on sale for the actual recording, or
They go on sale next week or the week after, I believe.
okay? Well, I'm gonna have to check that out too.
Fucking A, yeah.
And for people at home, I have the Brian Isley on IG just up on the screen, but you can check him out at the Brian Isley on IG.
Yes.
Okay.
The Brian Isley.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of Brian Isley, but I'm the one.
The
Fucking A.
official.
Yeah.
I like that. Dave, what do you got?
Yeah, I
going
don't
on
got
this
shit
week?
for shows because I'm in a fucking lull. But I'm getting my writership back. I started the 5th draft of my zombie movie.
Nice.
So,
Awesome.
yeah, I've been motivated to get my writer obituary.
Do you have a working title for it yet? Will you disclose?
No, yeah, it was like
Okay.
there's like thank you for dying,
Okay.
but I don't love it.
It's a
But-
working title.
yeah,
yeah.
it's working title. It doesn't have to be what you know.
I had a different one, but it gave away the ending, and I want to keep that a
Yeah.
secret.
Close to the chest.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
it's 180 pages. The 4th draft was 180 pages, which I've heard no one will read anything longer than 120. But I
Yeah,
don't
I've
want to
heard
cut
that.
out a word.
Okay.
I want to add more now.
Well,
Yeah, so
that's awesome. You're
yeah,
rewriting
I'll
your
send it
treatment.
to you when I'm done, and then
Yeah, I
you
would-
can do a full detailed review about how much it sucks on the air.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Oh
I
my
would love
God.
this. I would love this.
I know you like the zombie shit too.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I was
Yeah.
on Rank Bank for zombie movies on Dave's other podcast, ranking zombie movies.
Yeah,
so,
and we're
yeah.
yeah, we're supposed to do that Mel Brooks one. So I have to watch 6 more movies. I watched The History of the World Part 2. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got going on?
I actually have a good weekend, good comedy weekend coming up. You can this Thursday, although it's such a good comedy weekend, I fucked my promo up. To anyone that actually looked for me at Animated Brewing last Thursday, I hope you enjoyed the drinks there. The show is actually this Thursday.
Wow.
In my defense, we're almost always the 3rd Thursday of the month, but we delayed it because of St. Patty's Day. So I was fucked up. I'm a pothead and I was on my normal schedule. So it is this Thursday at the Animated Brewing Company in Parksburg. Got a great fucking lineup. Jim Gillespie, Rob Stant, Jared McHale, Brendan Smith. It's going to be great.
That is a dope lineup.
Yeah, it's great. And we got and then on Friday and Saturday, I am going to be at Wisecrackers. I'm going to be hosting at Wisecrackers in Scranton in Wilkes-Barre. Attached to the Mohegan Sun Casino.
I love Wisecrackers.
Have you done it? It's such a good fucking room.
I did Allentown. I did the Allentown room.
Yeah. I haven't done that one, but I heard that was really good.
Love Wisecrackers, man.
Yeah, but the Bruces are awesome. Wisecrackers is such a great place to work, and it's such a great place to see a show. So if you're around, if you're up in the Wilkes-Barre area, I will be up there. Come say hi. We'll hang out. We'll play some table games or something.
Neil?
Oh, yeah. I am neilwood.com. Go there. This Friday, Myers Brewing Company right in Fishtown in Philadelphia. And then this Sunday at the Ashland Distillery over in Morrisville, PA. Come check those shows out. Ashland's only $10 right now, so you can get those tickets. And it's $12 for the Myers Brewing Company show. So check those out.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, we'll be back next week. No guests, just hanging out.
Just us.
Hanging out. A week after I didn't know we had 2 fucking authors in a row now. That's awesome. Yeah, we got Mike Rainey the following week, and he just put a book out. So
we're officially a highbrow podcast.
Yeah, we are.
Now.
We are a podcast for readers.
Literary. We've achieved literary status, and I love it.
True.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for
coming.
Yeah.
This was awesome. This was so much fun. We'll definitely have to have you back.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah.
Looking forward to coming back.
Yeah. Maybe I was thinking, because since you're about to record a special, I would love to do something in the future about talking to you about the process of getting this made and recording it. I think that'd be really interesting.
Cool.
So
yeah, definitely.
Hopefully we'll get a chance to be back maybe closer to when you release it.
Yeah, cool.
Stop beating around the bush. Do you need an opener?
I do.
Have you considered a tandem of two bald guys? Yeah.
I'll get with y'all.
All right.
If your mom allows us.
I will not hold
If she allows us to
she's
associate
definitely
with
gonna
you.
be there. So yeah, she's got to approve of the lineup.
How do you do you bow to pastor? Or?
No.
They're not senseis, Dave.
It's like a scene in Infinity War. We don't do that here.
Namaste. Bless you. Amen.
I wonder. I see the cross. I don't do that or anything.
Oh God.
Just kidding. I've been to a church before. I know how to behave myself.
Just when they start talking about the crucifixion, Dave's like, "We did that.
Yeah, we're number one."
Trying to take credit. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everybody. Well, there we go. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, man, that was a. we fucking landed that like Kerry Strug should have.
How you doing? This is Neil Wood from the Cult of Us podcast, speaking on behalf of Drop 10 Media Network, the network you're currently listening to. Make sure to check out all the other podcasts on the network. You can go to drop10.com to check them all out. Make sure to subscribe on everything that you see Drop 10 on. We appreciate it. Go to drop10.com now.
This has been a Drop Tent Media Production.